This was a spur-of-the-moment thing this morning for me, but Chris and his father, they do own the business. Chris Sr. started out, we are on the corner of Route 9 and 113. Used to be Jeff White's Auto Sales. Chris was his main mechanic, worked there with him for a very long time. Jeff was in an accident, passed away, and after a period of time, Chris was offered the business. And he did it. He took it. And I'm sure I am not Hispanic, obviously. I have really enjoyed getting to know the Lopez's because this was really my first interaction, being closely tied to a Hispanic family, Christian-based family, Christian-based business, good family, 3 sons. Chris Jr. here works with us every day. He leaves our job and he goes to AutoZone at night. So he's working 6 days a week, sometimes 7. Has another brother who is doing automobile business. Correct. Himself has a younger brother who is a senior in high school, and he is with us on his off days in the summer. There are a few others. We have a service writer that works the front desk. I do the paperwork, and we do have a couple other mechanics that are out there. We are a full-service body, well, not body, but automobile service, transmissions, engines. Your car breaks, bring it to us. If he can't fit you in, he'll figure out a way to do it. We do some body work. We have also gotten into selling. He has been selling cars since about the beginning of the year. He's been in business for a little over a year now, his own. He started in July of 2014, and we've been selling cars since the beginning of January, and we are now branching out into buy here, pay here. So you can spread the word. We do have a good based customer base. He is community. You know, that's what it's about. I have never seen a customer come in and didn't get took care of and left without getting what they needed. He is very customer service. I know a lot of people, it's, you're not right about that. Customer's not right. It doesn't matter. You could come in and tell us we are blue and pink, and we are going to tell you, of course we are, because you are the customer. This community is why we're here. If it wasn't for the community, we would not be doing what we're doing. I came from the school district. I have worked in the school district in the cafeteria for the last 8 years. Started out in high school, went to elementary. As much as I loved the reasoning for my job, there was a lot of things I didn't like politically wise, how we had to do things. The last 4 years, I was miserable. My husband, after my first week of work at Community, said he had never in 8 years seen me as happy as I was. I feel like part of their family. I'm not going to lie to you. I love Chris. I love Big Chris. I love Stephen. You know, we work together. We strive for this community. We are improving and adding on all the time, trying to do different things for this community. Hence the buy here, pay here. He is very reasonable. You know, come stop by and talk to him. Stop by and say, hey. You know, we do have some ads out. We are on Facebook. We have an ad over at Redner's, trying to get, our business out there because, again, we are a young business. We are just starting.
I'll say as long as I've been working with the business and been there with my father, I also had the education to have the idea to run the business, and now that I'm young, I can also learn how everything works out and how you can be able to run the business. That way, in the future, I won't have any struggle with running so-and-so and customers, getting to know the customers as well. If my father's not there, I will be able to fix the problem with the other customers that also need help. And there's so much you can do that you can't do it all at once. that's why I'm there to help them out, support them as well, and continue running the business as a whole, and keep repairing vehicles as we do. And each day we learn more and more. And other than that, that's how we run the community. And because of the community, we are here to support, and they will support us as well. As we repair vehicles, right now we're in the position where we have so much work where we don't need much advertisement, but we do have plenty of work where we can say we've done a pretty good job at the repairs we've done, and that's something that's very important to us, that having to do a good work will bring customers back into the business, and that's what we look forward on, to keep doing good work and continue having to progress within vehicles. And as vehicles nowadays are getting more and more advanced, we also keep in mind to get more advanced with the technology that's coming up with the new vehicles. I think that's very important to us, keep updated and educate ourselves into the new world as the new vehicle technology advances. Which if I'll say if we don't get up to that point and we don't educate ourselves, then we can't be able to fix those cars, you know. And that's the important thing about the business, that we also need to educate ourselves as a mechanic to continue to learn the new technology now in the years that the vehicle has changed, and that's something that we keep in mind. We also have so many other customers. I say the Hispanic community is big on our businesses. You know, we also have a Hispanic group that help us, and many contracting customers that have their, I'll say, big contracting vans that we repaired and so. And it's not just about individuals, it's also about big companies that support us as well with the business.
Well, thank you very, very much. Let's give him a hand. I know Mr. Litt, if he was here, he would be chiming in, because he did share with me how pleased he is with the service that he has received from you, your company.
Congratulations on your business, and the history of the business is enough that I was riding with, I think, a realtor friend of mine by your shop one day and said, "That's a real success story there, Mike. I want to tell you about this success story here." And he went on to say that the business had been there for 35 years, as you said, and that your dad, I guess, worked for the gentleman that owned the business.
Jeff White, correct.
And he had such a great relationship, your dad and the previous owner, that they worked out some type of deal that you got the business. Isn't that roughly the history of your operation?
Correct.
And we were so proud to say that here's a transaction that took place between a previous owner and an employee that was so dedicated to the business that that relationship survived. So that's number one. I think everyone should know that. Back to questions. The location must be pretty tough for you with the amount of business that you're generating because of its size. Do you have any thoughts about how you're going to handle all this business and the size of the property and you have what, 2 bays?
2 bays.
2 bays, right? How are you going to handle all this business?
That is a very good question. There are mornings I'm not sure if I'm going to have a parking spot. We do have a building. I say we. Again, I just kind of incorporated myself into the family. But they have a building down by the racetrack that Chris does own. We are in the process of working on it now to try to get it ready for us to move into the future. So that will be a little bit more space, a little bit more room, a little more growing capacity, because you are correct. It is a fast-paced, fast turnaround. There are, any given time, you pull in and you're like, I don't know where to go. And that's our fear. As you pull in, you don't see where to park, there isn't a parking spot, and you leave and go someplace else. We don't want you to leave. Leave your car in the middle of the driveway. Come in and see us. You know, we're going to take care of you. But yes, that is our one downfall, is our space right now. So hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to expand a little bit there.
Lori, you did a beautiful job stepping in at the last minute.
Thank you very
It's
much.
incredible. And Chris, thank you for the education also that you gave us, because some of us don't know a lot about mechanics. How long have you been with the business?
I
Lori?
actually started in April of this year.
Really?
So I've been there about 6 months.
What a wonderful commitment. I hope you know how lucky you are. Okay.
Yeah, I actually,
Because she already knows how lucky she is.
I started out as doing the paperwork, and now I'm into the car deals too and learning that. So I am continually learning.
Wonderful
I mean,
passion, yeah.
we
good.
are always trying to improve and to better suit the community.
I also would like to congratulate you and say, Chris, that when I called your business yesterday, what a great representation you did for your business. Very friendly on the phone, very welcoming, and it meant a lot.
As far as your inventory, do you get a discount at AutoZone as an employee?
Yeah, I did get a discount. I think that I've been in the parts business, how I started. Been in the part business for around 3.5 years. I started real low as a regular employee, and I used to work for Auto Plus and Lawnnet, and I worked my way up as a retail parts manager in advance as a full-time. And throughout the years, I also learned the parts world, where it's also helped me with the mechanics and what parts I need and what parts, what to look for when there's a repair. What's wrong with the vehicle that needs to be repaired. And I think that also helped me a lot. And every day I just go to work, and I learn more and more at the parts place what vehicles and what parts to look for. And I also have a group of I'll say customers that just come to Advance just for me to take care of them, because I know so much of the experience how to find their parts, and they know what I need.
That's a great parallel move to educate yourself.
Other questions and comments? Don't be shy. I knew if I paused long enough.
I have to fully admit I'm a teacher here. So your comment about educating yourself with new technologies and vehicles, I've never owned a new car before, and now I bought one, and it amazes me and it worries me if I ever have to get something repaired, because it's so different than anything I've ever had before. But I think it's commendable that you recognize that with this change in technology, that also means that you have to continuously educate yourself as well. And it's just a necessary part of the growth process. And I think that's a very important message for my students here as well. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Additional questions?
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for your time. So I'm originally from New York City, and I've been here in Sussex County for almost 4 years now, and it's still hard for me to wrap my mind around how dependent families and individuals are on cars, the lack of public transportation and things of that sort. So with that being said, the auto repair market, there's a lot, especially within town limits. So what are you guys doing different? I know you guys talked about the whole community aspect and the customer service, and I definitely applaud that because, there's way too many times where you come across stories that, mechanics are taking advantage of the customers because of the lack of education. So outside of that, what are you guys doing different to kind of make your company stand out from the rest? And even if you can maybe touch upon what you guys are doing actively for marketing, which can, again, help with that as well.
Something we do differently than most others. When we work on a car, we always look for, something that might be a little odd, that we will let the customer know, hey, so-and-so, it's wrong, or it needs to be repaired. And they actually like to hear things like this because it looks like you're looking out for them. It's something that they'd be like, oh wow, I didn't even know, and that you told me about it, and something that you tell them to keep in mind in the future, or get it fixed before anything gets even worse. Yeah, and that's something that we do differently other than others. That a lot of people like the honesty is what we get into, honesty.
And that is basically what it is. It's an honest company. We can fix all kinds of things on your car. What's that going to do? It might put money in our pocket, but eventually you're going to stop coming to us. Our repeat customer base is what is keeping us going. We always welcome new customers, always welcome new customers through the door. But our customers that are already there will tell you, when you walk through our door, we've got a smile on our face. They always know. We're happy, we're glad to be there. I think they feel it. It just, and I can't say it enough, community. Without the community supporting the community, you don't have anything. You don't. And just like Jose, it's all about the community. Whether it's the Hispanic community, the other nationality, it doesn't matter. We're all here together. And we're all here to do the same thing. We're all here to have a good life, and not be taken advantage of. And that basically is the bottom line. As far as our marketing, as I said, we do different ads. We've got the ad at Redner's. We work very big with the Hoy magazine. We do money mailers. He does a lot of local donating and supporting. We do different things for the local schools. This summer they did at veterans, they did the flags. Our previous owner was a veteran. We were closed that day in respect for our previous owner, and we did have a flag flying. I mean, it's all about home, family, community. That's why we're there. So.
Any last questions? We've got time for about one more. Well, with that, we have our important question to ask you. What can we as a community do to support your business?
Come on in. Bring your vehicle to us when it's not right. Even if, we do oil changes, we do small stuff, we do big stuff. You just want it checked out because you're hearing a little noise riding down the road that you've not heard before. Come on in. Stop by. Come look at our cars. You need a car? Come see us. We give you a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, a smile, and we're going to fix you up.